on duty.
It was 17 months ago when Frank James tossed a smoke canister onto a crowded N train during the morning commute before shooting 10 people and injuring 20 others.
All right, today he learned his fate. He'll spend the rest of his life in prison. Ashley Rodriguez has more from Brooklyn Federal Court.
He didn't just hurt the people on the train. He hurt the people in this great city.
Victims of the mass shooting on a Brooklyn subway train last April left court Thursday, knowing the man who tried to murder them that morning, 64-year-old Frank James, would spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Are you satisfied with the sentence?
Yes.
This victim looked James in the face, reminding the shooter in court James had greeted him and the other unsuspecting passengers that morning, warning them there was water in the seats near him and encouraging them to sit at the other end of the train. That way, they would be easier to shoot. He ended up firing off 32 bullets after dropping a smoke grenade that caused mass panic.
Schools were on lockdown. Parents rushed to pick up their kids to make sure they were safe. People feared taking the subway.
James' attorneys argued their client should only get 18 years behind bars due to his poor mental health and the fact that he didn't kill anybody. James read his own statement to the judge, claiming that society and New York City was partly at fault because he did not receive the mental health treatment he so desperately needed.
I forgave him because he just needs the help.
Mental health does not give you a license to do.
Charged with victims who received not only physical injury, but crippling mental injury, anxiety, PTSD, and panic attacks that stays with them to this day.
Today, Frank James was justly held accountable.
Now, the judge admitted James does have a mental illness, but the prosecution kept pointing out just how calculated this shooting was. They said that there was a history of Google searches, that he had a stockpile of weapons, that he would even take the route over and over again on the subways just for practice. Now, in court, James read a statement to the judge. It was coherent, but it was long. He explained how the city had failed him, but he only set aside about 2 sentences apologizing to the victims. In Brooklyn, Ashley Rodriguez, Fox 5 News.
An investigation now underway in Paterson, New Jersey after a pedestrian was killed. Police say the victim and another person were struck by a van. You can see that van jumped the curb. The driver stayed at the scene. It happened around noon today at the intersection of Broadway and Rosa Parks Boulevard. The other pedestrian suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Well, a major policy reversal from the Biden